Good evening, everyone. We want to welcome you all to another episode of the Black Market Podcast presented by Hack the Markets. I am one of your co hosts, AC, also known as the Market Oracle.
What's going on, everybody? 4K Ken checking in. Hope
Yes.
hope y'all got to see some of y'all's plays work this week, or we were talking about on Monday. They sure did pay out.
Oh, for sure, for sure. They did. They did. Man, I was taking a look into the crypto. Man, that crypto was great. Oh yeah.
Oh,
We got the dream on here.
I'm ready to go already.
East Atlanta Birds in the building, man.
No.
Football. Let's get it.
You want to talk about somebody who's nervous right now?
Oh man.
You got no bets on that, do you, 4K?
Oh, I sure do, absolutely.
Oh man, DraftKings making that money off 4K.
Bet 100,000 on
invest in who you use.
Got to. You got to. That's a smart thing to do, at least.
Yeah.
They always tell people, if you buy a lot of Nike shoes, might as well buy some stock in Nike. You buy a lot of Starbucks, why not buy some Starbucks stock? Get you a little bit of return off of what you're going to spend on the spot anyway. Yeah. Go ahead and throw you 100 piece into that thing and see what it make you. Probably buy you a couple of cups.
That's how you get some kids started, get 2-3 stocks right there.
Exactly.
Watch the market, see things that you actually like to watch. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's like, shoot, you probably know something about that. You probably know something about that industry just because it's something that you like. So you'll definitely be on the trends.
In the news of it, when things are going to shift, changes in the companies.
All that.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good, nice Christmas present this year to give some people some stocks. Because we actually got things at some nice levels at the right time.
Yeah.
Them folk gonna say, man, what is this? They gonna be so mad. They gonna act like you gave them coal.
Right. I want this. What am I supposed to do with this?
They gonna act like Santa gave them coal in their stocking, boy. They gonna be like, what is this? I don't know what to do with this. It's stock though. It's stock in your favorite. I don't care. What can I do with it?
Can I use it? Nah.
That's how they end up taking their money out the next week.
What is this? A credit card? What is this?
Oh my goodness.
Like, no, man, it's a stock certificate, not a charge card.
That'd be crazy.
Hey. But yeah, that could be something that you give like youngsters though. Teach them something about companies. Teach them just something about economies and all that type stuff. Economics, money, markets, all that type stuff.
I had a cousin I tried to do that too. When you watch this, you know who I'm talking about too. But I tried to put him on a little earlier. Robin will do the same thing. Get you started, and that's just a little good thing to get your interest flowing. At least
you've at least seen it before. It'll be already in your mind for whenever it come back to you. Then you're gonna be like, oh,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. It'll make sense.
That's the least thing you can do.
Yeah. And like I said, it's an appreciating asset. At least you ain't buying something that's not gonna make them money. Toys don't make money.
Right. Shoes don't either. Clothes.
Yeah, video games don't make money. Clothes don't make money unless you're getting like some expensive stuff. Like you got to get like some collectible or something. I don't know. Other than that, though, average stuff like that.
Like not really like release, like a sneaker release, because kids actually do that now. They actually go out here and be reselling shoes. Like
yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that either. They got the entrepreneurship in them. I ain't gonna knock it.
But Gucci is not an appreciating asset.
No, that's not.
So
that is not. Hey, they gonna be like the water boys that's out here in Atlanta. Running up the people's car with the water bottles.
Yeah.
Hey, them little boys, man, they'll get wild. Somebody gonna end up taking one of them boys out. It ain't gonna be pretty.
They stand too close to the street. But you gotta appreciate the hustle.
Gotta appreciate the hustle. I love the entrepreneurship. I love seeing them out there trying to get their money in. But you also got to
Making
be
my rich.
responsible about how you get your money. You can't be out here hollering at you people that they didn't because they didn't want to buy it, or trying to jump on people's cars and all that. That
Yeah,
stuff right there ain't gonna fly, man. People not gonna want to do business with you if you if you operating like that.
which is a little safer way to do it, but they'll
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Just think about it a little bit more. Think before you act.
Hey, them boys out there hustling now, man.
They
They got
definitely hustling. I'm not gonna knock that. Like I do like the hustle. Like I said, like they actually doing something instead of out here. Yeah, I mean it's legal to an
Right.
extent, I guess. I guess it's because they ain't got no merchant's license and nothing like that. But we just, besides all that, to an extent, it's kind of legal. They selling the legal product.
I was gonna say they're not gonna call.
got their license. I bet Karen ain't walking up to them like they walking up to them lemonade stand. That's gonna be the same scenario. Them boys gonna jump on them.
That's so funny. Speaking of cars, though, y'all seen that Ford? They planning on trying to increase their EV production to 600,000 by 2023.
I didn't see the number. That's a lot.
600,000 by 2023.
Sheesh.
So we're basically at the end of 2021 right now. You might as well say we're rolling over into 2022 right now. This means that this is basically a year that they're saying 600,000
change in a year.
Yeah. So who is it smart to buy a gas car right now?
I mean, I'm buying a big ass car right now. I bet you I buy me a gas car.
I'm pretty sure though.
I just seem like everything is moving. Everything has to happen the next year, and that's such a drastic change.
It's very fast.
So,
but I guess because it's like seeing that they only have like a X amount of years to even get like because combustion is just gonna be out like period.
Yeah.
And what's that 35? So you got roughly what 14 years or something like that now.
What if they just started off by saying no V8, no V8 or higher?
No V8 or higher.
That's gonna take it.
It is not gonna take too many cars out the market though, because a lot of these cars that's on the market are 4 cylinders and 6, and even the 8 V8 models, some of those have V6 models. So it's not gonna take too many cars out the streets.
Hey, it'll slice it off a little bit.
Yeah, because even with the F-150s and all that stuff, you'll still have those because you got V6 models of those. All of your muscle cars, you still got V6 models of those. Man, like it's not gonna be too much stuff.
What about the government? The cop cars, there goes that. Are they gonna change all those? The government's gonna hurt off that.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that to them. They gonna still keep giving them.
Right.
They gonna keep giving them the right stuff.
Man. Yeah. They gonna give cops EV cars and they're gonna be fast.
Crazy.
Oh shoot, man. Yeah. Hey, but you know about Dubai, they got the ones that's flying. Like they fly around and come down on you. Yeah, you break a law out there in Dubai, man, they might come down out the sky on you. You might think you playing Halo or something out there, boy. Man. Hey, Call of Duty. They coming out the sky.
Man, speaking of Call of Duty, man, Activision CEO just blew it, man.
Oh man, what did he do?
He got accused for something about sexual harassment or something.
Oh man. And I saw somebody else having some allegations like that come against them too. I can't remember who that was.
And then the employees demanding the CEO to quit.
Right now. Wow.
Yeah.
Right after that big release and the amount of money that was going to bring in.
And this is Activision.
Bro, it was set up, bro, perfect, bro, and then this happened.
Hey, so that right there tells you guys, like, even if you see something and you think that you know what you know and you think you see what you see, it doesn't always mean that it's gonna work out that way. And we fall victim to that sometimes, but we know that when we do see something and now it's voiding what we thought we saw, it's time to cut it. Like what we saw was a mirage. It's dead. It's over with. Cut that. It's not that anymore. Stop trying to convince yourself that it is. Like just cut it. Get out of that ego and move on. Else You're gonna be losing a lot of money.
I tell you what, I ain't cutting though. I ain't cutting Badu yet.
Or Alabama.
Oh, now it's some things that you just gonna have to keep because for sure
Yeah.
that they some good plays. Now,
Exactly.
and like if
yeah.
it hasn't violated anything, this is only for stuff that's been violated. If it violates, like you call this pattern and it's violated that, and you still trying to say, oh man, but it might. No, dog, you need to quit. It's not that no more. You identified the wrong thing. Stop it.
That ain't this. That ain't
It's
that.
not that no more. You got too antsy. You thought it was the right thing. It happened to everybody.
Yeah.
Suck it up. Get out of it. Stop trying to hold on to that trade, or else you're not gonna have no more money to trade with.
Oh yeah. And what's McCall and Badu beat earnings that fell out the sky. So they gave a nice entry.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. I love it when they do that. Cause see, people so crazy, man. They always, but of course, like we always talk about, it's priced in. All that stuff is usually always priced in. You see the dip, even with the good expected numbers. It doesn't matter if it's good or not. You can short pretty much anything that's on the earnings. Now, I can't say you do it all the time because you do have some things that take off like a rocket, and them things don't come back down for a second.
Talk about a rocket. I know y'all talked about Apple.
That's exactly what I was. That was literally the next thing I was going to talk about.
Hey, I saw them stories floating around about the autonomous car.
Yeah. Well, they
the future car that we
they're putting their hat in. Well, they were surging yesterday too, real heavy. And off of their news,
okay, and see that's why I saw Go EV. I put that alert out there for you guys for that Go EV. And I saw it going. Like now Go EV did kind of retrace today, but it did show that it's had like a nice little support area. It came down to a support area. So I'm interested to see what it does. We already got our levels marked out on what we're gonna get out, if it goes against us. But I jumped in on it at a pretty decent level myself. When I saw it yesterday, I gave it some time and then I jumped in on it. So interesting to see.
Hey, some things, quite a few things took some dips now. But I tell you one thing, that NASDAQ, like we said previously, the tech is gonna survive the holiday seasons.
Yeah.
And we clearly see that today. It's making new highs today again.
Yeah.
I think it's just all these partnerships that are happening.
You know what was interesting though? I think the S&P and the Dow was it wasn't performing as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're down. They're down. And
so that right there telling you something. Tech is up, everything else down. Be weary of this move to the upside. That's what I would say. Or is it that tech is leading and everything else is lagging?
Is on the way. I think because look at how much that's what I was about to say, the metaverse and this Nike Land thing that they just
they got a lot of stuff.
Roblox is now. I know Roblox maybe 2 weeks ago.
A lot of stuff is pushing tech right now.
That's a lot of things are involved in tech too that you don't really think about. Like you're talking about finding the intermediary companies that are in there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Get this, so the industrials, we thinking they should be getting something too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From the bill. Hey, they give them a catalyst to be able to catch up too.
Yeah. Thing is, man, like it was so many people that was on that bill though. Cause the market always forward looking. Somebody already knew that Biden was about to sign that, and they probably jumped in on it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They already built those positions, and now they out here paying some promoter to go out here and tell everybody to go buy it so that thing can go high. Or they just trying to manipulate the stock and just pulling it up in the pre-market. Because that's what happened with that Go EV. They pulled it up in the pre-market and then came all the way back down.
Dropped it, yeah.
And I mean, like that's it's a
with some stuff now.
Yeah, it's a move that that you see all the time, but it's just because they're trying to get out. They're trying to liquidate. Because I mean, like yesterday was huge volume. Yes, it did move up, but with the volume that you saw, you would expect to see this thing go way higher. So somebody's providing some type of liquidity somewhere. Somebody is dumping.
Hey, that Fed's pumping money in the market still.
Yeah.
Companies like speaking of that just made me think like we're not even in a natural cycle of the market anymore.
I mean, we haven't really been in months.
But like Is like how long is this gonna go? Is this just what it is now?
I think we're gonna have to adjust to the new market.
Yeah, cause see the thing is like we talk about all the time, people don't understand that all that money that was being printed and all those stimulus checks and all that stuff from 2020, all that stuff rolled over. You don't see economic changes and things of that nature and policy changes. You don't see those things happen overnight. It
Right.
usually takes 8 to 9 months for you to actually see those changes start trickling down into the economy. And then that's when you start seeing indexes reflecting that change. Because it can't, it's not like a car or a person on a bike or something like that where you can hit your brakes and then you can kind of like almost stop on a dime almost. But if you in like a big ship or you in like a train or something like that with a lot of momentum,
Yeah.
there's no way you can stop this thing and just stop on a dime. It's
That's
not gonna
fair.
happen.
That's a fair reason for Tech to be able to pull it back
Hmm.
because that thing got some momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
that's what
thing.
I'm looking at but the thing is, tech hardly ever leads. But we could be getting into new market conditions and new market trends because old adages was the fact that the industrials, whenever you saw the industrials going and you saw that these were leading, you knew that the market was strong. You knew it was going to probably be a overall good market. Boom. But nowadays, like, industrials are still key, but it's so much stuff with tech that is tech more important than industrials now because they basically run the industrials. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
do
what
they take more
it's.
precedent now?
I mean, look how many things are now surrounding tech. Look at how online everything. We're in a completely different market than we even were 5 years ago. So now
We
we're
went
even
from
going.
Blockbuster to Netflix, man.
We went from in live to the metaverse. Like
Exactly.
it's just a completely different market that we'll have. I mean, and I don't know if it'll ever go back because that would require us to essentially regress and go back to steel, coal, all those kinds of things, and gold. Those types of products leading the market. So,
And I mean, I don't see that as being bad either because we do need something physical. Like everything can't be
yeah,
just being pulled out the air. Cause it's
right.
like, okay, what's backing this? I mean, what is giving you this credibility? Like, what is making you say that this is the reason why? How are you getting this value?
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I guess because we look at the S&P 500. I mean, like it rebalances all the time, and new companies are added, and companies that you thought that would never leave have been delisted. So I mean, it could just be a change in times, and now we're seeing like a new revolution, and instead of the industrial revolution, we've already been through that tech revolution. Like what is I guess it's like more tech, like what is it, automation and
Yeah.
robotics and all that stuff, but I mean it's still tech, but I guess I don't know.
I mean, 5 years ago we would have said supply chain, but now we see supply chain issues. So things.
Supply chain issues.
And see,
Shit.
all that comes from COVID, so all of
Right.
this stuff is induced from something that was environmental. So it was never anything that was really like pressuring the market that was like fiscal, like anything dealing with money, anything dealing with like debt or anything like that. It was all dealing with a health concern, environmental issue.
Logistics behind it.
Cause see, when you had that, then a lot of stuff just shut down. And see, now we got so many shortages around, and the mail is back moving pretty quickly. I mean, like I don't know if people are still experiencing like slow mail, but I've been receiving a few things in the mail just by ordering here and there, and it's not like taking any drastic times to get to me or anything like that. I know it'll probably slow down now because we're getting closer to the Christmas season, and especially if you're starting to get anything around this Black Friday, yeah, I would expect to see all that stuff kind of slow down a little bit. But I feel like people are spreading Black Friday out a little bit more this year. you know.
Well, it's like you see so many deals on now that before it's supposed to even have, like, they extended Black Friday percentages to now, or started them out now. So
So it's like I think that helps with the demand, you know. You don't have everybody crashing the
right.
system at one particular time.
That's right.
So I mean, I feel like that's a good thing, you know.
Somebody was thinking of how to not create
Yeah.
that.
It ain't because it ain't gonna go in neither one of them no more. It's going to the crypto market. AC.
Yeah.
That's it. In the digital market.
Hey, I can't wait till Cardano. I was reading a little bit about it today. I didn't realize that like so they can attach information to certain things inside of its blockchain. So of course it can still has its anonymous traits,
Mm-hmm.
but they can also like for pharmaceutical companies they can track certain things and track like lots and all that stuff and you know all your expiration dates and all that type things. For food, they were saying that you know you can track like the origin and all that stuff of it. So they had more applications of it outside of just crypto being like you know currency. So they had other applications of it. So that right there is actually giving some good weight um to, you know, my
Crypto.
feeling about Cardano. I already felt like it was a pretty good one. That's why I am invested in it. Um but it just made me even more confident in that investment. That is like, you know, I really can probably sit here and have that sit there for another few years
Right.
and you know it'll probably end up paying out just because of what they're working on and all of the new development and all that stuff they have going on with it.
Hey, I just got an alert right now
Okay.
talking about some mana up 15%.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
And
And
that
you
right
remember,
up.
man, we talked about Mana so long ago. I think it
Yeah.
was back in like June,
Yeah.
July, something like that. We talked about Mana.
You had first said something about it.
Yeah.
I reminded the public about it today on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
guess what? This joker, they would have got in that joker right when I said it this morning. They would have been up 15%.
I'm
On the
telling you.
day.
And that's crazy because I mean, we
And
were
it's
in
gonna
this thing when
keep
it was like a
going.
dollar and something.
Right.
It's gonna keep going though.
It might even been 80, 90 cents because I made some money off of Mana. Like I was trading it and messing around with it. It's actually, I saw it in a nice pattern. It looked like it was going to go higher. So for sure, I would be a buyer. I'm I'm
I like
staked out
that.
in this
Yeah.
Cardano though, so I'm not gonna take nothing out of that just so I can mess around with that. I'll go
I
ahead
got me
and
some
do what I
Cardano too.
do. To be honest, what I probably need to do is do a little rebalancing. That's what it sounds like I need to do is do a little rebalancing.
That's what I was planning on doing top of the year. Get everything when the
Yeah.
actual market, when market kind of calms down from, well, it won't really. You still have Valentine's Day as a the key holiday, but
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, Christmas is over when the
Yeah.
market starts to go back.
And people not gonna be doing anything. That's when stuff really go on sale kind of because it's like people not buying that stuff. They pulling money out of the markets. Sometimes it'll
Gold.
go on a rally though.
Like he said, gold is a great thing to buy from now until February.
That
And
would be a good
sometimes I forgot about that. It does go on a rally at the end of the year just because they're trying to close out the end of the year, on a high note. Unless it's just some tragic news. And tragic news can happen at any time. So,
And can affect
as we
you.
saw here with Activision.
But it was some real tragic news where I started counting that money before it came in. It was looking
Oh
so good.
man. Hey, listen to this. So y'all I've been saying this for I don't know how many months now. And I've been giving y'all periodic updates, but I've been saying this the whole year. But now I'm getting even more people to jump on the boat with me.
Okay.
So now we got Kathy Woods out here. Your girl Kathy is out here. And she is selling nearly all of her Zillow holdings after flagging housing market concerns.
Hmm.
What have I been talking about? Housing market concerns.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
why? All
Well,
these people are buying all this property, and a majority of these things are being bought up by Zillow, Redfin, Open House, and it was like 2 or 3 more. I know at least 1 to 2 more that are buying all these properties. So it's not even individuals, and they're buying these and trying to put them on the rental market and all that stuff, trying to cite that it's a shortage in the rental market, and that's not even the case. But we already know we got people getting kicked out again now, so that's going to be a huge driving factor into more supply. People are putting all these homes up thinking that they're selling at the same rate that they were selling in 2020 and early 2021, and they're not. Like, so the housing listings are just piling up now. So what I'm seeing is a whole bunch of decreases in prices because they can't get rid of the homes now. Everybody that thought they could get premium for this and that, you're not getting that premium anymore because all those buyers are gone. You still have a couple buyers out here because you're always going to have buyers in the market. But the way that it was going, it is nowhere near as hot as what it was. Like, when you start seeing active listings ticking higher, that right there tells you that the buyers aren't there anymore. The buyers stopped buying new homes back in July. We're in November now. So what do you think happened? Like, even the new homes being constructed hasn't even went up yet. All these construction costs and all that stuff are up now. Like, people don't even want to buy and, like, start those projects because it's like it's gonna cost so much, and who's gonna buy it? Because nobody's buying new homes and nobody is buying these homes that's up here now. So why would I spend all this money hoping that somebody would come buy this home that I know is about to be overpriced because I had to buy overpriced products for this home?
Right, just to get it in there. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's real right there.
Man.
It's not.
And like I kept saying, like, a housing market can't continue to just keep going up. That's not gonna happen. You can't do it. Like, that's not healthy. And you're gonna hit a ceiling where people aren't gonna pay that. Like, yeah, you can have housing market just keep going up, but guess what? You can make it go up and you can put that price for that, but nobody's gonna buy it. So
Right.
yeah, you can price this thing at $310,000 all day, but who's gonna buy it?
It's gonna be sitting right there.
Exactly. You can price it that all day, but who's gonna buy it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I see they said reports say that the annual household income of Americans went up over the pandemic.
It didn't go up that much.
It went up, but guess what? It's only for a few Americans because a lot of these Americans. Now, also think about this. If they're doing those numbers based off last year, it was a lot of people that was sitting at home that was making a lot more money sitting at home than they were when they went to their job because they got the extra 600 on top of the money that they were getting every week. That right there is making some people a killing. On paper, yeah, it probably does look like that. But if you look at those same people and you look at those accounts for now, I'm pretty sure those things aren't looking the same because they're not getting that same amount of money. They're not getting that same assistance.
I see that.
You take that assistance away and you take all those stipends, or not stipends, stimulus checks. I think they got like 2 or 3 last year. You got 1 at the top of the year. So it's like you take all that stuff away.
Is it gonna be an increase still?
It can't even be an increase because 2021 took all that because you didn't get nothing extra here, and more people ain't working in 2021.
That's true too.
And you're not getting that same benefit as you was. So now, no, there's no way because you had to spend that money.
Less pump and dump plays.
Yeah, you had to spend that money.
So they wanted to give money just to say that the annual household increase just so they could do everything else.
Because think about it, you put more money out here, so that statement is gonna be true because you definitely put more money out here in the households. But what's gonna happen is because you had to print so much money, and because everybody was saying that that's the answer, just keep printing money. We got the object, we got the pot. Why won't we? We can do it, so why won't we? Well, this is why you don't want to, because you get everything inflated. That's why you don't keep printing money.
Yeah.
For all the people that thought that it was a smart idea to keep printing money, now if you're sitting here crying about what you got to pay for certain products and all that stuff and certain services, this is what caused that. This is why you have to pay more, because of your solution. Your solution drove all the prices up.
That's fact.
Yeah.
Them jokers they set it up on their own.
Right.
So I know, like I've been telling people, like, third quarter to fourth quarter was going to be about the time that we start seeing that retreat. We start seeing it about the top of the third quarter, and now it's in full flick. Now you're getting more people like Kathy Woods coming out talking about this. They're saying that they're kind of iffy about it. Okay, what do you think more people gonna do? They're gonna listen to that, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna start reevaluating certain things. All these houses are gonna start going down. You're gonna start seeing a lot of foreclosures because, like we said, a lot of people weren't getting kicked out because they couldn't get kicked out. Now, because you can get kicked out, for sure, I'm finna put you out because I need my money. Like, if I'm the bank or if I'm the person that's renting you this home, I need my money.
Oh, man, when that's supposed to be happening? That's supposed to be happening.
Yeah, so they started back in August.
Okay.
Yeah, they started back
We
in
didn't have
August.
much
They
about
tried
it,
to they tried to extend it to October, but it got shut down by the Supreme Court. Like, one of the higher courts shut it down at like the end of August, beginning of September, and so it's been going on since then. And you start seeing numbers on the active listings kind of coincide with those numbers. So
It's time for the scuba score.
yeah, that's what
Right.
I would say.
Get it at a discount.
Discount me.
Hey, Macy's. Have you guys seen Macy's moving? That thing is up to like almost $40 now. It's like $37. We were talking about this thing. It was probably like $8, $10. This thing has been moving.
Yeah, I figured they were going to be Macy's and those type of, who else was it? Target was another one that had a little dip today, but
Yeah. And that's even with Macy's saying that they're about to close 10 stores in January, but they're going to delay on the other closures.
I saw Macy's. CVS was another one I saw today that was closing a bunch of stores.
Yeah.
CVS too.
I actually saw a report that was talking about a lot of different people. It was a lot of stores that was talking about they was about to close some locations. Because I want to say that Walgreens, like, it was a lot of people. A lot of people. Starbucks.
To be able to keep it up,
I mean,
Yeah.
stuff was closing before pandemic. This is the second round.
Yeah. Basically.
Second wave.
Right. It started earlier now.
Because see, you got to think about it. The reason why they're closing down now is because of the pandemic, and it is not because people are scared of COVID per se, but it's because everybody's learned how to shop on the internet. You couldn't do anything but shop on the internet. You had a whole year. You're going on 2 years now. If you ain't learned how to shop on the internet in 2 years, you don't need to be on the internet. Like, you might not be able to be taught.
We knew that was going to be effective. All of this stuff from having, especially creating these supply chain issues already, moving to less personnel in places, people changing how they shop and how they do business.
Exactly.
So it looked like tomorrow we supposed to have a currency report, treasury currency report, but it's tentative. And it's just, talking about the economic conditions and the exchange rate policies. So,
that might create some volatility for some forex plays, wouldn't it?
Hey, all I'm saying is, like, we see what the dollar been doing, and they ain't talking about what it's been doing yet. So, and this meeting actually only happened twice a year.
It's definitely gonna be increased volatility there.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Yeah. So I know they've been saying that they're thinking about raising the rates on the dollar, but I don't think they've done it yet or not.
No, they haven't yet. The dot plots will tell you what they're expecting. They're expecting, I think, like sometime late 2022 or mid 2022, somewhere around there. So they're going to keep them low for a second, and then I think they're going to bump them up. So you still got some time. And they always talk about, conditions, like if conditions are met. So if they see some weak conditions, they'll keep them low still.
Right. Hey,
I gotta ask y'all one thing though, and it's about the COVID stuff. How y'all feel about this? They got state officials from California to Maine. This is what CNBC is saying. Are already giving out the COVID boosters to all adults. So basically, they are allowing their adults to get a COVID vaccine booster, bucking the guidance from the CDC to to preserve the shots for the elderly and high risk groups. So they said, screw it, screw the elderly, screw the high risk. We giving it to everybody.
Right. Based on how people have had their opinions on this, the initial shot, I mean, at this rate, it's kind of up to how you feel about it. So
this has been less than a year too, right, since they had the vaccines.
Yeah.
And people have already had to take 3 shots of this stuff. What is this? Like, tell me. What are we injecting into ourselves?
It's true. I mean,
another shot. I'm not doing it.
Nah.
I don't care if they say you're gonna have to fire me from a job.
That's what I'm saying. People like at this rate, people form their own opinions on it. So, some elderly wouldn't take it. So at that rate, if you feel comfortable taking it, might as well open to the public, I think.
It's very interesting though. I will say that. Very interesting topic.
Yeah.
Man, what Pfizer been peaking out.
Yeah.
Moderna's been
Moderna.
They must got some new findings, some new tests, new ways to do COVID vaccines or something. Cause they being creative now.
We had talked about the pill. I think they had said.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they had said something about the pill was coming or something. Because I think they already had it. One of you guys had said it was already in the UK or something, right?
And then Pfizer's supposed to be having the vaccine for kids or something. That should be.
Yeah, that started. I want to say they started to like certain maybe like 12 to 15 or something like that. Not like little kids yet. But I was seeing something like once it continues, and they'll start to raise the price of the shot, and then that'll create more growth and revenue for the companies that have it and all that stuff. So.
Yeah. You already know it's a money thing.
Yeah, that's all.
That's it. Hey, y'all gotta tell me, y'all heard about what happened with Visa?
What happened?
What happened?
Y'all ain't seen they whatchamacallit, they tanked out. And Visa is a strong, what I'm saying, that's pretty much guaranteed.
Blue chip, yeah.
Go up. So rumors is the UK stopped accepting Visa as a payment method.
Really?
Oh wow.
Payment processing. Matter of fact, Amazon said they would not accept Visa in the UK.
That's huge, especially for doing it right now before the holiday.
In the beginning of next year. It's the beginning of next year when they.
Oh, okay.
So apparently they cut them because Visa transaction increased their transaction fees. So Amazon was like, okay, oh well, then we take Bitcoin now. We ain't stunning.
Hey, I'm sitting over here, man. I'm sorry. I'm sitting reading this article, man. This thing talking
crazy.
about.
Yeah, this is crazy.
That's crazy. What? That's unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What a pivot.
Like, how can you Amazon put their foot down and say we the bigger company?
We're not we don't need y'all.
We don't care.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, hey. Amazon got it going on, huh?
They do.
I mean, they have the ability to be able to say that for sure.
Yeah.
They have the money to do it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So let me ask y'all this: so do y'all think that could be a real good catalyst for MasterCard?
It could. I'll say it could.
MasterCard or Amex maybe, because that again, I'm
That's the
going to
other
spend
Now,
it.
you know, Amex, they're not accepted everywhere. They're a
Yeah.
little bit limited. They're not like super limited, but they are limited more than MasterCard and Visa. They have more exposure.
Mm.
So I would probably say play off MasterCard. I made some money off MasterCard earlier this year too, MA.
Let me see what they is. That's their official rival, MasterCard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking for points and
But
benefits.
that's who got the Apple Card. MasterCard does. Visa has a lot of the people, but Apple Card is through MasterCard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the Apple Card, AC?
I did, man.
Hey, that's what
I
I'm
got
talking
it.
about.
See, folks, you keep listening to us and trading. You too can get the Apple Card.
Oh yeah, I got it, man. Let me see.
Titanium.
Oh
Right.
yeah, and then that bad boy came in the mail. You know, he ain't got no numbers in there on it. You know, it just got your name on it or whatnot.
Oh, wow.
Got that Goldman Sachs on the back. I like that.
Yeah,
I like Goldman Sachs.
that's the money folks right there.
Yes, sir. Hey, millions of people have quit their jobs. They calling this the Great Resignation. 4.4 million left in September. They said they want more work. I mean, I'm not more work. They want more pay for their work, higher wages. They want better working conditions, and they want mobility. They said they want it all.
They
And
want
if you don't
remote.
get it, we out of here.
If you don't give me a remote like you've been giving me this past time, I ain't going back.
I'm not going back, man. Hey, 4.4 million people did it in September. A lot of people have been doing it all over this since this, whole pandemic has happened.
Mhm.
And it's crazy. People are definitely bleeding people.
I think now people just aren't necessarily worried about the ideas. Oh, I need to keep this job. I need to stay here for 20 years. It's I don't like it. I'm out. I'm gone.
Yeah. It's crazy. It is crazy.
Hey, go back on that EV.
Okay.
I know GM. GM a big runner for that EV of the going whatever. So they
Oh yeah.
they built a facility specifically for making EV vehicles.
Okay.
And hey.
Is that up in South Carolina or something like that?
I believe so.
I had heard about that plant. Or in North Georgia or something like that. It's Georgia or South Carolina, somewhere around there.
Hey, either way, these jokers finna start mass producing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up though.
And that's gonna be a bunch over there. I just wonder how fast they're really gonna require people to make this change. Is it feasible to take out that many cars in that are driving on the roads?
Seem like they're gonna make people adapt pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And they gonna do you like Apple. They come up with a new charger and say, hey, we know you don't use this big long charger like this for a minute, but guess what? We're gonna change it and we're gonna make it like this now. So you gotta buy all new stuff.
A whole new.
And they don't even tell you.
Man,
Hey, you find out when you buy it.
Wow, you open the box.
Man,
Is it the same one?
hey, I opened my new phone. I can open it up. It didn't even have a block in it. It had a cord, a USB-C and a USB-C on both ends. I called up to Verizon. I said, "What I'm supposed to do with it?" They said, "You can buy a block if you want to."
Wow.
It's gonna cost a little bit more money.
They want all their money.
Crazy, ain't it?
Look, man.
They trying to get it any way they can. And
Yeah.
this is the crazy thing. Before we go to our picks, I just want to say this about Apple. Because they crazy. They tried to say that they cut down on the boxes, right? The size of the box because they didn't put the charger head in there and all this, that, and the other. So that's the reason why. Okay, that's a good idea since you've been giving it out. But guess what? Give me a little card in there. That's not going to take up any space. And say, present this at the Apple store for a free blockhead.
Oh, Apple don't get a block either no more either?
No.
No.
Y'all kidding me. But what is wrong with these people,
So it's
man?
like I hear you, but you still could have came up with a better solution.
Right.
I came up with this solution in less than an hour. Why couldn't you? Who are you paying on your team?
That's wild, man. That's
But
wild.
I digress. Y'all got some picks, man.
Hey, I just want to say,
Yeah.
we probably finna run out of money again and we won't raise the debt ceiling by the end of the year.
And everybody was thinking, the government's gonna run out of money. What's gonna happen? It's like, y'all need to do some investigating what that actually means.
They gonna just do what they did last time again. They gonna
Furlough
go.
TSA, make everybody stand in long lines before you get on a plane.
That junk gonna be too crazy, and they're gonna be during the time of the holidays with the most travel.
And they just opening the borders back, so you know it's about to be crazy. Oh, what a time to not be a TSA agent.
They do. They gonna just take money from these folks, man. They messed up.
Crazy, ain't it?
But other than that, you know what I'm saying? My pick, I'm sticking to it. We took a nice dip today. I got 2 picks, took a nice dip. We got Baidu, my Chinese stock. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty strong, solid stock on the daily time frame, weekly. You know what I'm saying? We're going up. Then my other pick is Pinterest, as mentioned before, for the holidays.
Oh,
Took
yeah.
a nice dip at a very nice level. It's already got volume at the end of the day. It started pushing higher. So we can only expect the best for the rest to come.
For sure, that sounds good.
I was looking at Dick's Sporting Goods had a little bit of a pullback, and then it started to kind of surge a little. And I was even looking in terms of holidays as well. So and then the other was I'm sticking with my Roblox, especially now that this Nike thing. I just know they're gonna keep soaring.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Come January, man, it's gonna be a lot of gaming, a lot of kids wanting to get on these things for their new games and all that. So I'm gonna stick with that.
You know it. That sounds like a good one.
On that Dick's, okay, did y'all know that Dick's do sneaker release?
I didn't know that, but I was just
what type of sneaker release? Talking about like the J's and stuff.
They releasing the 11s. That's all I'm gonna say.
They releasing the 11s. I did not know that. Like they must have just did that.
Look, hey, you know, now you know.
They must have just did that because I'm telling you, like I know Dick's doesn't do that because it's one right here.
Hey, I might go ahead and try to date a cop some shoes from Dick because people ain't gonna know about that.
Yeah,
exactly. I didn't know about it either, but I'm pretty sure people gonna know about it now.
Bro,
let that become a popular secret. Oh my goodness.
The cool gray 11, bro. I'm finna walk in that bitch.
Oh, they got the cool grays.
Bro, the cool grays coming back out right now, December.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I gotta get them.
Hey, if y'all coming into the show, y'all heard where y'all can go walk in there and pick them joints. So other than that, you ain't getting them.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You might as well get some stock since you're gonna spend some money over there anyway and level it out.
That's crazy. Well, I got one pick. I got Go EV. I like that Go EV. They had talks about last year, earlier this year, I'm sorry, where they had talks with Apple and all that stuff, and people was having that, be like a catalyst. I don't think that's going to be the catalyst this time, but just because it's gone down so low and it's breaking out of a pattern, that's the reason why I like it now. And I think it's showing up on the Wall Street bets stuff now. But I like that play. I got in on it. We're going to ride it out. We shall see. We shall see. Yes. So, people, we want to encourage you all to go over to hackthemarketstraighten.com. You can set yourself up a free account. You can set yourself up a premium account. Of course, the premium account is going to give you a whole lot more access. You're going to get your questions answered. You're going to get new plays. You're going to get taught. All that good stuff. Get access to the webinars that we do for the premium people. All that good things. Go ahead and definitely follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribing to the YouTube channel definitely helps us out, gets us out there more, gets the YouTube algorithm working. Go ahead and comment under the picture too. Well, under the video, I'm sorry. Help us out. Help us out. Anything else y'all want to add, man?
Hey, rise up, baby, rise up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I need Mac Joe to go and make me my money.
Hey, so we shall see, we shall see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wearing the old school jersey tonight too, so you know that's why I had to represent. You know what I'm saying?
There
They
we go.
wearing all black.
So that should be some good times. We'll go ahead and tune in for that. We'll let everybody go. Hope you guys have a good one, and we'll see you guys next week on Monday.